what's up, guys? How's it going? I'm back, and it's a new year, and I don't know about you guys, but I feel very, very excited about this new year, and I just felt like from just New Year's Eve to New Year's Day, that it was just like a shift that happened, and very, very excited about the season and what's going to come, and I don't know what it is, but I guess we'll find out. So I thought I'd do my first episode of the year, sort of answering a question. It's by this girl who she's in a relationship, and I'm paraphrasing here, but basically she's saying, I'm with a guy who I really like, but he does not show value for me, and he's not really trustworthy. Excuse me. But she still likes him. She still has feelings for him. So what should she do? And well, I'm just like hearing that question. I'm like thinking, well, why are you with someone who doesn't value you and is not trustworthy? That's like a big deal. And there could be a lot of things that make someone want to stay in a bad relationship. I mean, people do it all the time, and it could be that you don't think that you don't value yourself enough, so that you don't think that you are worth like a really amazing man. And maybe you don't even think that God has someone amazing for you. So that's a really big deal, because we do really teach others how to treat us. Like if I have a lot of value for myself and a lot of respect, then I will teach others by the way that I treat myself. And or for example, when you don't stand up for yourself, someone says something demeaning to you and you don't stand up for yourself. And I used to do this a lot. I used to be pretty bad at standing up for myself, actually. I would just kind of, take the beating, so to speak. And then afterwards, I'd get really mad at myself because, it feels like you're betraying yourself. You're almost more mad at yourself than you're mad at the person who does it. So I think it's a huge deal that you really value yourself, that you know that you're really worthy of the best. Like don't stay in a relationship that's not good for you. And this is kind of where I think this is a pretty young girl, actually, and this is sort of where my big brother personality comes out, because I really have a huge just heart for women, and it just really pains me, to see when girls start in relationships with guys that are jerks. Basically, I don't know this guy, so I don't. But your description, it doesn't sound like someone who would be good to be in a relationship with. Now, I'm sure, like, you'd probably say, but he has a lot of good qualities, and he has this and this, and I'm sure he does, because it's not black and white. It's not like either someone has all bad qualities or all good qualities. But I mean, the classic thing is, as a woman, you'll want to try and change him, which is not going to happen. It's, it happens all the time. It's classic. It never works, because someone has to want change themselves. So probably what I would do if I was in your situation, if I'm in a relationship, and I don't know how long you guys have been dating, or if it's always been like this, or if it's just recently, like, I don't really know. But I would just tell him, hey, I really don't feel very valued by you, when you do this or that, and I don't feel like I can trust you. Just be honest with him. And then, like, how he responds to that really will be, that will really tell you how he really feels about you. If he's like, oh, I'm so sorry, like, I didn't mean to, like, if he really owns up to his issues and actually works on them, and it improves, then that's a really good quality. That's a good man right there. I mean, for me, I would say the top quality, in a woman is that she's actually willing to work on her issues, that she doesn't play a victim, and that she owns up to her stuff and is willing to work on it, and doesn't, blame it on others. Because when people do that, when people blame it on others, they don't take responsibility for their own actions. They're basically saying, like, I am not willing to change. And that's a really bad relationship to be in. I actually have a friend who broke up with this girl, and they were a really good match, and they really liked each other, but she just wasn't, she just played the victim all the time, and it wasn't improving. He had a lot of patience, so he finally, had to let her go, because he realized You know, is this, if I'm get married to her, is this the type of relationship I want to be in for the rest of my life? So if that's the way he responds, he like plays the victim and doesn't own up to it, you know, then I cut him loose. You know, really, it's not worth it. It really isn't. So, you know, I just really want to say that you just deserve so much better. Like you really need to value yourself, and you deserve to be with someone that's not just okay. You know, you deserve to be with someone that's amazing. Like I don't think God gives us things that are just okay. I mean, how I know him and from my relationship and my experience is just that he's always above and beyond what I can expect. So maybe you just need to set your expectations a little bit higher and realize that you're worth a lot more. And you know that when you really realize that you have that worth, then you know you'll find that other types of guys are going to be attracted to you, really, because we do really attract who we are, or we attract who we think we are. And the reality is that you're amazing. I mean, God would not have sent his son to die for you if you weren't worth it. He wouldn't have done it. So that's who you are. That's your identity in him. So as you live that out, I think you're going to see huge changes for the better. So that's my take on it. That's my advice. And hope you guys enjoyed it. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.